Welcome to my favorite thing to do on this channel, and it is live reactions, post-game reactions, post-game analysis, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm not reacting to the game. I actually watch the game since I enjoy watching games, but this is just my thought process after games. I do this every day for the postseason. But this in-season tournament, these teams are electric. And obviously, I'm not doing this for every regular season game, since I'm not watching every team play on a regular season and on a normal basis. I'll do this for March Madness. I'll do this for NBA and anything with playoff atmosphere. Anyways, we got two first ever in-season tournament playoff games. We had the Pacers versus the Celtics in Indiana. Then we had the Pelicans at Kings. And for those of you that watched my predictions, you know I had the Kings and the Celtics in the finals. Obviously, they both lost. One I'm happy about losing in the first round. The other one, not so much. But I did expect the Pelicans to be a challenge for the Kings, but obviously it was for the wrong reason. And we're going to start by talking about that game first, because that game was the one that I watched from start to finish. I have stuff. I didn't watch the Pacers game until the second half. But anyways, the Kings and Celtics. Correction. The Kings and Pelicans. Very tragic, to say the least. I knew the Pelicans were a tough matchup for the Kings, but come on, that was really tragic. But you know, it happens. I'd rather them win in the postseason anyways. But obviously, the Kings are my second favorite team if you're new to the channel. But that game hurt because it wasn't even the fact that they lost. It was just the fact that they looked like they were going to blow them out in the beginning. Like, I was hoping for them to blow them out, bro. Pelicans are a good team, though. Can't deny that. And for those people that were criticizing me for calling them an elite team, I mean, they're healthy. Jordan Hawkins is averaging 13 points a game. He didn't even play. That's how good this Pelicans team is from top to bottom. Trey Murphy is back. He hit some heartbreaking shots. Brandon Ingram shot that it bounced all the way off everything, touched every part of the world, and then went in. That was pretty heartbreaking too. The Kings, as I said in my weekly recap for week 6, they are one very good defensive player away from being full-on contenders. And it wasn't even the fact that they couldn't stop Zion. They actually had a very, very good game plan for Zion tonight. Problem was Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum. But I just want everybody to notice that De'Aaron Fox was guarding CJ McCollum. Well, because De'Aaron Fox is an elite two-way player. He's turning out to be a very good two-way player, and he will guard the best guard. But anyways, they do need a player that can play the 3 or the 4 even and guard a good wing. Since Brandon Ingram sauced and tossed them, they had Zion's number tonight. I was expecting Zion to go off tonight. I think he only had 10 points tonight, but that's what I noticed. If the Pelicans are gonna, if the Kings are going to be a good contender, they need to trade for OG Anunoby or someone of his caliber. Since if they had any answer for Brandon Ingram, they would have won that game. But they didn't, and that's why they lost. Tragic loss. But again, I call the Pelicans an elite team, and it's because of that. Performances like that. They're getting healthy. McCollum's back. Trey Murphy the third or second is back. I forget if it's third or second. I don't know. Sorry, Trey. I'll just call you Trey. How's that sound? Yeah, that's what we'll call him. But he's back. Jose Alvarado, he's back. This team is getting healthier, and they won that game in Sacramento with Zion being a no-show for the majority of the game. His presence wasn't even felt until like the third quarter when he had a little stretch. Zion wasn't even playing in the fourth quarter until the last 2 minutes, and then Willie Green was like, all right, I'll put him in now, because that's just how good this team is. CJ McCollum averaged 20 points a game. He averages 20 points a game for the past 9 years. He's an elite player. Herb Jones, he's going to lock anybody down. I mean, we saw that. He was given fits. I mean, I know De'Aaron Fox had 30, but De'Aaron Fox is just that dude. He's going to still get his, but he was making it tough on him, Herb Jones was. De'Aaron Fox looked terrible in the first quarter. He had like 8 turnovers in the first quarter. It was tragic to watch. And then you got Brandon Ingram. He is an elite 2 option. He looked like the 1 option tonight, but obviously he gets off more when Zion's playing, because that's just how it is. When you have a very good 1 or a guy that commands as much attention as Zion, it makes it easier for players like Brandon Ingram or the 2 options to score. We saw that tonight. Obviously, Brandon Ingram was cooking though, but I just don't want to. I don't want to take away Brandon Ingram's credit, but I also do want to recognize what Zion's impact is. And then Zion, you have him at the 4. Zion, when Zion's on, he is on, and he is not getting stopped by very many people. And then you got Jonas Valanciunas at the center, very, very good center. He's a good center in this NBA and in the league. And then the bench, I don't even know where to start. Jose Alvarado, Najee Marshall, Trey Murphy, Jordan Hawkins, Dyson Daniels, so many players. I'm forgetting one. I saw Cody Zeller. Okay, we're not gonna. Well, I saw Cody Zeller on the court. I was like, all right, the Kings got it. Obviously, that didn't happen, but that's what I was thinking as soon as I saw him on the court. But overall, the Pelicans are very, very good, top to bottom. Now I'm gonna check the box score real quick. Herb Jones had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Not know that. Yeah, Herb Jones, man. He's been very inspirational. I'm pretty sure he's on my fantasy team. So that's like 50 points. He's got 2 blocks, too. Those are 8 apiece. Ooh, okay. But yeah, Zion only had 10 points, but he had 6 assists. But Herb Jones had 5 assists. McCollum had 7. And Brandon Ingram had 6. That just shows a lot of diversity in the thing. They only played 3 people off the bench, really. Oh wait, no, they played 5. But Dyson Daniels and Cody Zeller played 5-6 minutes, so it's not really noticeable time. But yeah, that Trey Murphy was really, really good. So overall, that proved how elite the Pelicans are as a team, and anybody doubting them needs to stop. And then we got the Kings. De'Aaron Fox had 30 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Obviously, he went 1 of 7 for 3. That was tragic. He only had 6 turnovers. I'm pretty sure they all came in the first quarter, though. That was bad. Sabonis, triple-double. Normally, when I see the Kings are playing a team with a good center or a big, strong player like Jonas Valanciunas, I worry for them because I know Sabonis might not show up. Sabonis, triple-double, 8 of 12. Can't criticize him there. Harrison Barnes, a lot of cardio, playing 34 minutes to have 4 points. Kevin Huerter, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. All right, whatever. And then, like, Kevin Huerter, he started the game off hot. I'm pretty sure he had 10 points in the first, quarter, and then scored 2 from then on out. Couldn't hit the side of a barn. And then Keegan Murray, he looked good. That injury has been bothering him. Back injuries are no joke. So I feel for him there. But he had a good performance all in all. And then Malik Monk off the bench, 21 points, 5 assists. He looking like the 6th man of the year for me right now. That's just me personally. But yeah, overall, not too much to be angry about for the Kings other than the fact that they can't play defense without fouling. And they need a better lockdown perimeter defender, OG Anunoby. If I'm the Kings, I'm doing whatever I can to get OG Anunoby on this team. And then we get the Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers. Everyone knows I was rooting for the Indiana Pacers since I do not like the Celtics. So this was a sweet thing to see today. Watching that 4th quarter, I was like, oh, here we go. The Celtics are about to take over. Oh, the Pacers. And then that and one. And then Halliburton hit a bunch of clutch threes down the stretch. If you are new to watching basketball, Tyrese Halliburton does average. He had 26 points, 13 assists. He averages that. That's not really a shock. And then he just got more rebounds than normal with 10. That's why he had a triple-double. Normally he doesn't rebound the ball like that. But a lot of us don't watch him play. I mean, I look at the box scores because I do weekly recaps. This is a normal game for Tyrese Halliburton. But considering it was in a playoff setting, that's the impressive part about it, not necessarily the statistics. But he had a bad first half. That's what I was hearing, at least. I didn't watch the first half since I was preoccupied with stuff. But in the second half, I only watched the second half. I thought he had more than 26 points the way he was playing. But fourth quarter players is what wins in this league, and those are the players that you want on your team. Tyrese Halliburton cooked in the fourth quarter. He made Drew Holiday look like a not all NBA defender at times tonight. He hit big shots. That's Tyrese Halliburton. Very, very, very great performance. But this is what he does every night. So if you don't watch him play a lot, it's what he does every night. Calm down. And I know I probably seem like a Tyrese Halliburton hater, because then my week 6 recap said the title was Tyrese Halliburton is overrated. Well, I don't like. Just go watch that video. I made some points on it. But anyways, long story short, Tyrese Halliburton is a great, great player. And we saw that. But he is becoming a little overrated. And this performance is going to make him look a lot better than he is. But he does it every night. All right? I love Tyrese Halliburton. I hate that I have to slander him, but I say the same thing about Anthony Edwards. He's becoming overrated too. There's a lot of young superstars that are becoming very overrated. Devin Booker, I'm a Suns fan. Devin Booker's becoming very overrated. Obviously, all three of those players that I mentioned are very, very, very good players, but people putting them over players like Kevin Durant, some even saying they're better than Giannis at this point. That's just crazy overration. And that's why I think players are overrated, even though I love them. Like those 3 players I named, I love them to death. I'm just looking at the box score here. Obviously, we all know that the Pacers just flat out, can't speak. The Pacers just dominated that fourth quarter. At the end. That's why it was a 10-point game, but it was much, much closer game than that. It was a nail-biter game. Boston Celtics had no business losing that game because, if we're being honest, the Pacers are not very good defensively. We saw that at times, but I was so happy they put it together to beat the Celtics. That they locked in. This was their best defensive performance that I've seen all season. So I was happy to see that, especially since it was against the Celtics. We'll look at the box score for the Pacers real quick before we talk about the Celtics. Halliburton obviously had a 26, 10, 13 game. Nothing new for him. Bruce Brown, 13 points. Nice. Miles Turner, double-double. Buddy Hield, 21 points. He was in a little bit of a slump, but he broke out tonight. And then Obi Toppin, he's been very, very good this year for this team. The 2 players off the bench, though, Aaron Nesmith and Benedict Mathurin, combined for 30. Aaron Nesmith, it's like Nurkic against the Nuggets. Nurkic against the Nuggets. He has a personal vendetta against him because he lost it. I mean, they chose Jokic over him. I mean, I would chose Jokic over him, too. But anyways, so he plays better. That's what happened with Aaron Nesmith tonight. Hopefully that's a breakout game. So I was very, very intrigued by him coming out of college. Went to Vanderbilt. Very, very good three-point shooter. And he also brings it defensively. So I was very, very high on him. And that was really nice to see, him finally breaking out and it being on national television. So that was nice to see. Then on the Celtics side of things, there's not much else to say other than the fact that you get choked in a playoff setting. Yeah, nothing new. I mean, realistically, the Celtics should have a three-peat. Their teams have been stacked the past 4 years, but they don't manage to get the job done. Case in point, what happened last year in the playoffs against the Miami Heat? They had no business being down 3-0 to that team, but yeah, they were. But anyways, Tatum had 32 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Nice. And it was efficient, but he went 2 for 8 from 3. Jaylen Brown, 30 points, 9 rebounds. 0 assists. He's getting the Michael Porter Jr. award of the day, isn't he? I'll be seeing that on TikTok. And then Derek White, 18 points, 8 assists, very good. Drew Holiday did not have a great performance, but again, he tried his best on Halliburton. But yeah, that wasn't the best performance. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Celtics since I just really don't like the Celtics that much. But they do got to figure out how to win games that matter, because they'll be the greatest regular season team. They'll be great up until the conference finals when they really are battle tested. They were battle tested today. They did not come out on top. And that's what they got to figure out how to be. Obviously, they didn't have Porzingis. That would have made a huge difference. But still, the identity of this team needs to be questioned when it comes to playing under the bright lights. That's just my personal opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'm capping it off right here. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. My Suns play the Lakers, and there might be a little raging tomorrow if they don't play well. So make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss that video. Have a good one. Bye.